Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off play action. Spears. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Spears. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Spears got his man complete over the middle. That's Murray. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Spears. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Wallace. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll go option to the short side, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
With an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Wallace. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time, it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing on 1st down. Spears. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now. Irvin. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
He finds his man complete. That's Murray. From the gun on 3rd down. Spears. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Here's a give to Gibson.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Wallace. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibson. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Spears. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. On 2nd down, Irvin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Spears. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken right around the 44. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
To throw on 2nd down, Wallace. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bird. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Wallace being chased out left. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wallace over the middle, complete. That's Bird. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wallace. And his throw here is incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Off play action. Wallace. This is brought in by Gibson.
And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's Gibson.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Throwing to start the drive. Spears flushed out right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. To throw on 2nd down. Spears.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Second and 4.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Spears. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun. Spears. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Murray.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Spears. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Spears. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Spears.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Wallace firing quickly here, and that's complete.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 1st down, Wallace. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
2nd down and 4. A carry for Gibson.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll run on 1st down. It's Reynolds, and he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wallace.
He'll find Gibson here, complete.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw on 2nd down, Wallace. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Wallace. Touchdown Bears! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Spears. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd down and 8.
Back to throw. Spears. He finds his man complete. It's Murray. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throwing to start the drive. Wallace over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wallace dancing, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the second of our triple header here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it was the Green Bay Packers who will continue on in these playoffs as they were able to take care of the Los Angeles Rams. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half. But you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Come on, you serious?
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Wallace. The connection made. It's Graham. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Pulled in at the 24.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. To throw on 2nd down, Spears. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Spears. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Spears firing quickly here, and that's complete.
First down there, but since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it, but as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Following the fumble recovery, Wallace. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
To throw on 2nd down, Wallace. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Back to throw here.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Wallace buying time to his left. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wallace over the middle, complete. That's Bird. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run. It's Gibson.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Reynolds. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Back to throw. Wallace. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Gibson.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Bears push further out in front.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking to throw on second down. Spears. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Spears. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58.
Operating from the gun. Spears.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Back to throw. Spears. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And they'll run here with Gibson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. From the gun, Wallace. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10. Spears. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
You can't block me.
To throw on 2nd down. Spears. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. From the gun on 3rd down. Spears. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing on 1st down. Spears. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. They'll try and run the option, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty, and the Bears will get the football back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start on the ground with Gibson, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gibson again. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. off the bootleg. Wallace. A bullet throw, but incomplete. That close on third down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Spears. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 1st down, Spears. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Looking to throw. Spears. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Spears.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Once more, Gibson.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he'll go down at the 28.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.